of Honor. Yes, I do. It'll be okay.
And what a treat this is going to be. If 5 wasn't enough, they have just added the Amazing Red.
Unbelievable. This was going to be a fast-paced 5-way. How fast is it going to be now that it's 6 great high-flying athletes in the ring?
And remember, it is an elimination match. Once you are pinned, you're packed up, you go to the locker room, get out of here. We don't want to see you ever again. Mikey Whipwreck, the referee, who trained all the students except for one. Oh, Bow Wow.
Yes, Brian Excel is not a student of Mikey Whipwreck. But it doesn't matter right now because they all ride together. They all go to every show in the same car. And you know what? Brian Excel's looking for respect. He's always in the truck. He's always the one that's not allowed to talk on these car rides. Brian Excel knows that he can be the guy that changes the radio station if he wins tonight.
Have you ever rode with Brian Excel for 3 or 4 hours?
I try not to. I like riding with you. I want to commit suicide.
Most likely. And again, this match, I've got bragging rights. These guys, they all came up together. They all trained together. With the exception of Brian Excel, but Brian Excel as of late, a new member, if you will, of this clan, of this group of wrestlers. Kind of like the boys in the backyard who play football, the boys in the front yard who play stickball. They sit on the porch tonight and talk, maybe I'm better than you. I am better than you. He's better than him. We'll find out who the best is tonight here at Ring of Honor.
It's great. All 6 of them are best friends. But you know what? Everybody wants to be the best.
And this is what you call ultimate aerial elimination.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these guys are going to be fast-paced. I'm not even going to know the terms for all these moves. I probably haven't seen 90% of these moves ever, and I've seen it all.
Hurricane Rana there by Joel Maximo. Joel Maximo starts out. Chris Devine holds on to the arm drag. And a big standing drop kick there sends Joel Maximo out. I think he was going to go for a reverse elbow there. Jose just rolls through. Picks him up for a total roll. No, holds on it. He slides under. Really good defense there out of Chris Devine.
Brian Excel right there.
Brian Excel, I think he's going to go for some kind of a victory roll.
A modified arm drag there. Brian Excel, oh, he slips off the top rope. But look at it, comes back real quick to take over.
Great ring awareness there out of Brian Excel, who recouped in an instant. And this is what it's all about. Brian Excel and Red, the mirror match between these two.
Unbelievable action right now.
And Steve, how do you prepare? What kind of a defense do you have for a match like this in which you don't know where your opponent's going to come from?
Eric, do you know what my defense would be to this match?
What's that?
Not showing up.
Well, I understand you've applied that defense several times throughout your career, Steve.
Eric, stop reading the internet. It's not always true. But Joel Maximo does a big drop kick off the top rope. Then he gets one for Brian Excel.
Look at another Maximo out there.
Jose Maximo, the drop kick on Brian Excel. Chris Devine to the top rope. Missile drop kick on Jose Maximo.
We got one left, and there's Brad.
Unbelievable drop kicks aplenty right now. And Quiet Storm's up top.
Quiet Storm, the big one. Do you think Mikey Whipwreck's going to climb the ropes?
Oh my goodness gracious. Mikey Whipwreck's retired. And blown up. He's got to sit down and catch his breath.
Quiet Storm now. Tope.
Oh!
More like a suicide Tope.
He just took out the same 13 people that the Natural Born Sinners took out.
And right now you're looking at Brian Excel, Chris Devine, and of course Quiet Storm, 3 regular tag team partners, the Maximos, and Red, 3 regular tag team partners. What's going to happen if a pinfall comes down between 2 partners? If the Maximos, a pinfall comes down between the 2 of them, are they going to look to each other, or are they going to take matters into their own hands? That could be very interesting.
Well, they're going to have to take matters in their own hands, in my opinion, because the theory goes, it's not show friends, it's show business. And you want to be number 1, you got to do whatever it takes.
Red right now looks like he's about to go aerial. It's not going to take him too long to hit to the air. Springboard.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Springboard swanton. Looks like a springboard to a big and helo.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is that what you call it?
I can't even pronounce half this stuff. Unbelievable action we got.
Brian Excel, who some would say is the most cocky of these 6 individuals. But if he wins this one, Steve, he's got bragging rights. He's going to be as cocky as he wants.
Exactly. It's going to be a long ride back to Brooklyn if Brian Excel wins this match.
And the thing you have to remember here, looking at Mikey Whipwreck in the ring, is you don't see referees physically involve themselves in matches at the Ring of Honor. Mikey will stand back and just let these 6 go.
Exactly. You saw what happened when the Extreme Official HC Little tried to get John Finnegan. Mike here and Mikey Whipwreck will not have anything to do with that here at Ring of Honor.
And again, it comes down to Brian Excel and Red. 2 guys with quite a rivalry. Yet, they are friends outside of the ring, but they do have that rivalry that we all know about.
It's like me and you, Eric. I like you, but you're jealous of me because I'm the best color commentator in the sport of professional wrestling.
That remains to be seen, Steve. We still got a whole half a show to go yet.
You see, little legend I've already started. And look at this!
Who is going after who? Are the Maximals going after Red? Is Brian Excel part of this whole deal with Chris Devine and Quiet Storm?
I think Brian Excel got the worst of it, though.
Brian Excel is in that electric chair position. It just got dropped about 10-15 feet in the air. Chris Devine with a right hand.
Concrete right. Oh, look at that right on the jaw of Jose Maximo.
Come on, Steve, pick me a winner.
I'm sorry, Joel Maximo. I'm going to pick you a winner. The Amazing Red, who's already beaten Jay Briscoe. He's going for win number 2 here at Ring of Honor.
What do you think the match that he had with Jay Briscoe will take his toll?
I thought it would in the beginning, but look, he's been untouchable so far.
German suplex. Chris Devine lands with his feet, turns it into a Russian leg sweep.
That was awesome. Like I said, Chris Devine will be the winner here.
And notice how Brian Excel goes in for the pin. Chris Devine had him set up. Brian Excel goes in to steal the pin. That is what I was talking about earlier. How do you think Chris Devine feels about that?
I don't know. Chris Devine's worried about himself. He's in the corner right now catching his breath. Let Brian Excel do all the work. Maybe he's thinking, if Brian Excel loses breath, loses strength, he'll be easy prey to be eliminated.
What would it do for the career of a guy like Red, who would have 2 victories? He would actually have beaten 6 wrestlers here tonight if he wins this matchup.
Exactly. I mean, who's going to beat that record?
Brian Excel right now, one thing was going for a Hurricane Rana, holds on. Has him set up for a Northern Light salto. What a cocky, arrogant pig.
That's going to come back to haunt him.
Standing, shooting star press.
Cover him.
When you're that good, can you be that cocky, Steve?
You can be with experience, but Brian XL needs that experience before he becomes cocky. He needs to get a lot of wins under his belt, and he should start tonight here at Ring of Honor.
Brian XL now goes to a cross arm breaker. Pretty interesting offensive maneuver there. The first grounded maneuver we've seen for a while in this matchup. And the Maximo brothers look tremendous. They look like they've dropped about 10 or 15 pounds of preparation for this matchup here tonight at Ring of Honor.
And Chris Devine looks like he's put 10 or 15 pounds of muscle on. Each man looking really good right now.
Brian XL getting stretched right now, it looks like by Joe L. Maximo. Chris Devine unable to help his partner. Quiet Storm now coming over to break things up. Quiet Storm and Joe L. Maximo.
Quiet Storm doesn't say a lot, but I'll tell you what, his actions speak. Whoa, major tone, just like that big close on
What
right
did that
there.
close like tell you, Steve? And a big kick out. He doesn't have a lot left, it looked like, with that kind of a kick out.
Oh no, you know, Quiet Storm will bring that clothesline. Look at that, Northern Lights goes for another one here.
In the tradition of those fellow great Canadian wrestlers who just love to do those suplexes and hold on and drive their opponents into the canvas, that is Quiet Storm.
But Jose Maximo, he knew a third one was coming. He stopped it. He reversed it.
Looked like he was going for a tomahawk backbreaker. Joel right now pushing the hair out from the front of his face. He was having a hard time seeing. Jose Maximo now taking matters into his own hands. The Maximo brothers finally working as a tag team for the this match.
And that's going to work to their advantage. They take Little Red here. Throw him over top of Jose Maximo. But here he comes. Power bombs him one time at Quiet Storm. But what has that done to Red?
He just power bombed his own regular partner. Chris Devine now gets caught in a real bad way. Driven to the canvas. Slingshot into a big boom. Look at the body of Chris Devine. He's
We've seen this before. Oh my goodness, that's it for Chris Devine. I knew Jose Maximo was going to win this six-way.
Jose Maximo, Joel Maximo right in there with the camel clutch right now. Joel Maximo hits the ropes. Double boot to the face. I've never seen Joel Maximo look this good.
All 6 men at the top of their game right now. And it's an amazing match. Who's coming in? Brian XL met an elbow from Joel Maximo.
We've talked about it throughout the evening. Reputations mean nothing. All 6 of these men entered the Ring of Honor tonight here. They came into this ring with reputations that preceded themselves about their accomplishments all over the East Coast. But right now, when all 6 are wrestling against each other, it means absolutely nothing.
No, what's going to mean everything is the guy that's standing on top of the mountain with his arm raised, and the other 5 are going to be jealous, and it's going to be a long ride home.
Right now, all over Brian XL. The rivalry continues between these two. Looked like he's going for that salto again. Red instead looked like he was singling for the end. No, he nailed the salto, but he held on for a DDT.
That's right. Red knowing that the salto was coming, held on, DDT, could have him here.
And a kick out by Brian XL. At the pace that these 6 are going, this is going to be over soon.
Hard right hand from Red. Even though he wrestled already against Jay Briscoe, he still has a lot of energy left.
We saw earlier, Red used a lot of those right hands against Jay Briscoe. We better watch him. He may break his hand.
Oh!
He drives him into the canvas. That may be the most devastating sunset flip I've ever seen.
Unbelievable here. A big boot right in Joel Maximo's face.
As of now,
Head and leg suplex by Jose Maximo on Brian XL.
Jose Maximo, look at him look to the Brian XL when he went down there. A big slap to the face by Chris Devine. Big backslide on a Red.
He got Red. Red's the first eliminated.
And maybe that match earlier tonight with Jay Briscoe took its toll. But look at that. Red's usual partner, a regular partner of Red's, Jose Maximo pinned Red.
It seemed like Whipwreck didn't want Temper's flare in there. He told the Amazing Red to get out of the ring right away.
Red didn't seem to appreciate that too much. A spinal shot. The spinal shot by Quiet Storm.
Could that be it? Chris Devine scores a pinfall for Brian XL.
Look at that, Chris Devine and Quiet Storm working together to take their own partner out of the matchup.
Now it's down to 4. The Maximos, Quiet Storm, Chris Divine. This is what it's at. Fast-paced action. They know it's breaking down. They're hurrying up because they don't want to be left. They don't want to be left with too many guys. Chris Divine knows that if Quiet Storm gets eliminated, he's going to fight both the Maximos together. And so does Quiet Storm. He knows that Divine's gone. That they're in trouble. The Maximo Brothers, the SAT, one of the hottest tag teams here in Ring of Honor. You know, and they'll work as a team to be the #1.
Joel Maximo still feeling the effects of Chris Divine's real deal that he nailed just moments ago. The Maximo Brothers now working together as a unit. Chris Divine and Quiet Storm, we've seen this one before.
There it is, the #1 finishing move in professional wrestling right now. Often imitated, never duplicated. The Spanish Fly.
And that's got to be it for Chris Divine. Oh! Big German suplex.
Was that a double pinner?
It looked like a double pin to me, Steve.
Would that be both Jose Maximo and Chris Divine are eliminated?
Quiet Storm just pinned Jose Maximo, and Chris Divine pinned by Joe L. Maximo. What do you think the ride home's going to be like tonight? Red is going to have issues with Jose Maximo. I'm sure Brian Axel will have issues with Quiet Storm and Chris Divine.
Oh, tempers will be flaring in that car. Mikey Whipwreck will be the referee in that fight later on. But we're down to 2 men. Joel Maximo, Quiet Storm. Who's going to be #1 in camp? Mikey Whipwreck.
Joel Maximo now sits down, no Quiet Storm. And Quiet Storm can nail that Storm Cradle driver, or even once again nail that spinal shock. It's going to be over real quick for Joel Maximo. Joel Maximo with a cross arm breaker. Well, there's the cross arm breaker, excuse me. Slowing things down here for Quiet Storm.
Quiet Storm broke out of it.
Quiet Storm is more accomplished as a singles wrestler between him and Joel Maximo. That could be the difference in this one.
Oh, absolutely. Going for a version of the STF. He's got him.
And Quiet Storm with the Saskatchewan stretch on Joel Maximo. At this point in time, Joel Maximo will be waiting for his tag team partner to come in and break it up. Maybe make the tag, but there's nobody there.
That's right.
Quiet Storm now sitting in Joel Maximo. Follows him in like a house of fire. No. Joel Maximo climbs up. Joel Maximo.
Oh! What a forearm.
Devastating. Just brutal. This Quiet Storm. Once again with the discus forearm.
I think Joel might have got some arms up though, and you can see, yeah, because that should have been a finisher. But Joel got his arms up just in time, just to get a 2 count.
He just talked.
I can't believe he's talking.
He's doing color commentary now.
We're in trouble, Eric.
Well, you're in trouble. He just called for the Storm Cradle driver.
Maybe he spent too much time talking there though.
Possibly because he wasn't able to nail it. But once Quiet Storm is determined in nailing that, he usually does. But how about that clothesline?
That'll keep Quiet Storm from talking.
I'll keep him quiet.
Maximo picks Quiet Storm.
Joel Maximo. Remember, Quiet Storm pinned his brother, Jose Maximo. You cannot forget about that. That's very key. Joel Maximo has to be thinking about that. Quiet Storm has to be thinking about that.
Oh, it would be a big feather in his cap if he pins both members of the SAT. Just got dropped on his head. That's it. He kicked out.
A sideways Blue Thunder driver. Get Quiet Storm able to kick out. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable is right. I can't believe it, Eric. Quiet Storm actually kicked out of it.
And Quiet Storm looks possessed. Look at the look in his eyes.
I've never seen Quiet Storm this intent. Hard forearm shots. 3 of them. Maximo trying to come back.
I don't think it's very smart on Maximo to be trading forearm shots with Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm slides behind. Storm Cradle drive.
There it is.
Storm Cradle drive.
It is Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm is your winner here. 6-man elimination. Quiet Storm. My pick from the beginning, Eric.
You picked Joel Maximo.
No, I didn't. You just heard me wrong. Quiet Storm is your winner. Unbelievable action. Bragging rights. He's not going to be too quiet in the car on the ride home now.
And remember, Steve, he pinned both Maximo brothers. He pinned both SATs, both Maximo brothers in the same match on the same night at Ring of Honor.
That means a lot because it takes a lot of tag teams. Now, how many tag teams can beat the SAT?
I don't know many that can beat him once, more or less twice.
Exactly. I know there are two men that can beat the SAT, but one man tonight has done the impossible. One man has pinned both Maximo brothers here at Ring of Honor. Eric, I got some business to take care of. Yeah, my business is my business. Can you be okay for a little bit?
I sure can.
Okay, take care. Stand down.
Where is he going? But of course, a handshake. It looks to me, I don't know where Steve Corino's going. I don't know. He's going to the bathroom. He's going to get something to eat. Maybe going to get a word with Mikey Whipwreck.